I'm off to Gastown to go float, to go to the float house, which is a little tank where you float for about 90 minutes in salt water and you just drift off into space. Apparently the water is the same temperature as your body, maybe a little bit warmer, so it just feels like you're floating. Tiny little tank, no lights, and then you are gonna be refreshed, I guess. I've never been, so it's gonna be an experience. Now, Gastown was Vancouver's first downtown district, and it was founded by Gassy Jack Dayton, who was a Yorkshire seaman, steamboat captain and barkeep, who came over in 1867 and opened up the first saloon. And from there it prospered because of the Hastings Mill, and then it became a port, and then it became sort of a down and dirty resort town for all the fishermen and seamen. When they were off work, they'd come here and have a couple drinks. Speaking of Gassy Jack, look who I just found. Apparently he was known as Gassy Jack because of his gassy monologues at the saloon. He had a lot of things to talk about. I thought he was gassy for some other reason. Just finding some camping gear right now. I need camping gear for a couple of weeks. Going camping. So in 1886, the town was actually incorporated as the city of Vancouver, but that same year it fell to the Great Fire of Vancouver and destroyed pretty much everything except for a couple of buildings. But it built back up and continued to thrive until the Great Depression. Then it just became known as the drinking city. And of the 12-block radius, there was about 300 establishments, all for drinking, eating. So Gastown's actually become pretty popular in the last few years because of the gentrification and newspapers covering it all. The downtown east side, and all the new development that's coming into Gastown. I mean, now it's a huge hub for technology, computer software engineering, animation, all that sort of stuff. And of course, new bars, new restaurants are opening up. And so you have the lower income and the homeless that are getting pushed out where they're, where they used to live. And those are now being converted into either nice condos or into restaurants, into bars, into other stores. So there's controversy behind such a nice place. And now I'm gonna go float. The float house.
5, 4, 3,
float house. This is my room. It's crazy in here. And this is the tank.
Space Shuttle Discovery still on its way to orbit after a successful ascent up through main engine cutoff.
Wow. That was amazing. I was floating in space for 90 minutes. So once again, this is my tank that I was just in for the last 90 minutes. Oh my gosh, that float house was just amazing. Just 90 minutes of you and your thoughts, nothing else, floating. And it actually feels like you're just floating in space or thin air. But you just start to think, and then you don't think. Or you take one thought, that branches into 10 other thoughts, which can be a good thing. It can be productive actually, because 90 minutes where you can't look at your phone, can't pick up your camera, can't do anything else other than think about your next step in life. Or if you just want to think about why the sky is blue or anything like that, that's cool too. But wow, I think doing that once a month or once every 2 months, I think it's really beneficial. I highly recommend floating.